What's up, guys? Let's do a pre-market analysis for the week ahead, which is the 30th of September. It's the last day of the month and also the last day of Q3. So we're starting October and also Q4 going into next week. We've got loads of news, every single day, and then we've got NFP at the end of the week as well. So most likely going to see a lot of choppiness going into the week. Maybe we'll reach certain interest reversals, expansions. I would assume a lot will be happening during the week, and especially obviously at the end of the week during NFP. So let's just dive straight into the pairs. Euro dollar, it looks like we are going to close the month on a bullish candle. We are approaching this buy side liquidity that I've been watching for a while. We took out previous month's high last week. So August high right there was taken out last week, and I'm interested to see how price closes tomorrow, Monday. We've also left this bullish fair value gap, or we should be leaving. Price shouldn't come down to that level tomorrow, and I would anticipate price to take out that buy side liquidity at 1.128 level during next week. But it might not, of course. At the same time, we have last month we took out this high but failed to close above. It's bullish going into the month, and again this month we took out previous month's high but failed to close above. But I'm still bullish going into the next month as well, because of we've had like 3 bullish candles in a row, and I do anticipate price to come up and take out the highs of this month again, and hopefully take out that 1.28 level. And going into the week, we've had bullish order flow, obviously, from this low right here. We've been pulled back to this low and then pushed up with bullish fair value gaps along the way. During the last month, we pulled back into a fair value gap and then pushed up again. And then the last 2 weeks, we've had bullish candles. Although last week we came into previous month's highs and closed with this doji candle. Regardless, we've had 2 bullish weeks in a row, and I still predict price will be bullish next week, or at least until Wednesday anyway, until NFP. Maybe before NFP will come up here and then drop. It's just speculation right now. So on Friday we took out Thursday's low and then put in this wick candle. Last week, as you can see, I was predicting price to come out and take out this high first, which it did. After Monday we opened with this bearish retracement candle, and then on Wednesday we took out that high and then we started to consolidate sideways. But Friday took out Thursday's low, and I do predict price will continue higher. But because we've got consolidation right now, I don't really have much prediction on where price might come down to. We have, we came back up to this high, which is previous month's high, and found resistance. On the 240 time frame, we did close above this high last week, going into Friday with a strong bullish candle, and then we started to retrace lower on the lower time frames. We've come into this fair value gap right below that swing, that order block. And we found support at that 50% level, and then we started to displace up. Honestly, going into Monday, I don't really want to be trading here, expecting price to push up to these highs, because we did found resistance right at previous month's high. Even if I am predicting price to go up to that low highs, I'm just going to wait until Monday news Monday trading day's over. We've got news anyway Monday. We've got German prelim CPI all day, and we've got Fed speaking at 6:55 later in the evening. I'm just going to let Monday play out. Maybe on Tuesday we'll take out Monday's low. Looking at this, right, we've got all of these liquidity candles right there resting below. There's a lot of liquidity resting below that, so maybe we'll come down, take out these lows. If we do take out these lows, then I will look for a short-term counter trend opportunities around these lows. Especially because we've got this bullish fair value gap right below that as well on the 240 time frame, and ideally I would like to see price tap that 240 fair value gap, and then that would be a good opportunity. But I don't want to be trading in the middle of this range until I have more information on Monday, and then Tuesday or maybe Wednesday, with the lows of Tuesday or Monday will be taken out, and then we'll find some support. But yeah, at the moment, the way price closed last week, not the strongest bullish candle, and also held these highs. I expect some more consolidation going on. we're also forming this channel as we approach that buy side liquidity on the daily time frame right here. Right, we've got one test, second test, and potentially maybe we'll get a pullback, and then the third test around NFP we might find resistance and drop. The RSI is also diverging, so I'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Pound dollar is a better has better price action. We had a really strong bullish close last month, or so far this month. We've got one more day. I would like to see how price closes going into at the end of this month, going into the start of next month. So essentially on Tuesday, we have come into a monthly time frame order blocks consequent encroachment right there, and found some resistance on the lower time frame. You can see on the daily time frame we've rejected that a few times, and also we are at a weekly time frame gap. This initial gap is what held price last week. However, my prediction is we have this other fair value gap right above it, which is also a swing high on the daily time frame below some fair value gaps on the daily time frame. So my prediction is that price will come up to these highs and find some resistance, especially at the 50% level. But until then, yeah, I do predict price to go up there. We had a strong bullish close again last week. We've left this fair value gap on the weekly time frame. Do I predict price will come down to this fair value gap, find support going into next week before reaching these highs? I honestly don't know. We'll have to see how price plays out as the day goes on. But Monday I would be watching how price plays out and potentially look for a opportunity to go long on the Tuesday or even on Wednesday. So last week, we pushed up with this Monday open with this strong bullish pin bar candle, and then we had Tuesday another bullish candle. Wednesday price rejected that monthly order block consequent encroachment with this strong bearish engulfing candle, which kind of threw me off. And and then lo and behold, we took out Wednesday's low, and then on Thursday we closed with this bullish engulfing candle. So after seeing this, I am bullish. The Thursday's candle, bullish engulfing candle, did put me in a bullish mindset, and we've come deep into the 50% off this order block on Friday and found some support. So we failed to close below that so far. Honestly, on Monday, maybe we might even take out Friday's low and find support, because it does happen to be at this swing low with this imbalance inverse fair value gap on the 240 time frame. So we might even find some kind of a small trade on Monday, but I just have to see how that plays out, because I don't really want to trade at this low. Maybe we'll take out Monday will form a bearish candle and we'll take out Monday's low on Tuesday and then look for opportunities to go long, because we've rejected that order block consequent encroachment 3 times. However, I still predict that price will tap into 1.344 level at that weekly time frame fair value gap. We pushed up to this order block consequent encroachment once, displaced, pushed down, made this low, and then pushed up, made a new high, pulled deeper, failed to make a new high. So I think honestly we could take out that low or even these lows on the 60-minute time frame and find some support going into Monday or Tuesday, which will be a good location to go for a long. But if price opens Monday and then pushes up to these fair value gaps on the daily and the weekly time frame, then I will be looking to counter trade those as well on with a short term targets. Like we have this strong imbalance on the daily time frame, price comes into 50% of that level during trading hours, I will be looking to take some shorts. But until then, I expect some kind of a pullback, maybe on the lower time frame, and then price to push up. But those are my predictions for going into next week. Let's see how that plays out. Also, I have to be aware we've got NFP coming out, so I don't really want to be aiming for highs and lows or extended targets. Just short-term profit will be excellent.